So let's see. I have this on the board, and let's see how we can solve this. Now, what I'm going to do is that you see this inside. So let me or I should do this. So let me square the both sides. If I square the both sides like this, I have 5 to the power of x, then to the power of x minus 2, then equals 125. So now if I square the both sides like this, okay, so this square, we cancel this, we're going to have 5 to the power of x, all right, into x minus 2 to the power of x minus 2. Then now 125, I'm not going to take 125 to the power of 2, I'm going to do 5 to the power of 3, because 5 to the power of 3 will give me 125, then to the power of 2. Understood? So from there, so I'm going to have 5. Now you see that from the law of indices, whenever you see you have a to the power of b, then to the power of c, so this will be a to the power of b multiplied by c. Then you have a to the power of bc. Okay, so the same thing we are going to do. This will multiply this. Okay, so I'm going to have 5 to the power of x multiplying x. We have x squared minus 2x, then equals 5 to the power of 3 times 2. We're going to have what? We're going to have 6. All right, so now the next thing we're going to do from here, you can see that we are having the same basis. Whenever you have a to the power of b equals a to the power of c. So since the bases are the same thing, so it shows that we are going to equate the powers. So we're going to have this. All right, so take note of this, and we are going to apply this here. Okay, so now moving on. So we are going to have what? We're going to have x squared minus 2x will be equals to 6. All right, so I'm going to rewrite this as x squared minus 2x. Then this 6 we have to be transposed to the left hand side to make our quadratic equation. So we're going to have minus x then equals 0. All right, so the next thing we're going to do here is that we are going to use let's apply quadratic formula. Okay, so if you want to use quadratic formula, so what we are going to do is that we're going to relate this quadratic equation to general quadratic equation, which is what? Which is ax squared plus bx then plus c equals 0. And according to this, when you compare this with this, you see that we're going to have what? A will be 1, b will be minus 2, and c will be minus 6. And we have what? We have the formula to be x equals minus b plus or minus b squared, okay, minus 4ac all over what? All over 2a. Now the next thing we need to do is to be substituting those values into the equation or formula. We have minus is here before, then b is minus 2, we put minus 2 here, plus or minus, then the square root of b squared is minus 2 squared, you put it there, minus 4 times a is 1, then c is minus 6, you put it there, all divided by 2 times what? Divided by 2 times what? 2 times a. What is 2 times a? We have 2 times 1. Okay, so we're going to have x equals 2 plus or minus, then the square root of 4, then minus we're going to have plus, 4 times 6 we're going to have 20 or 24, all divided by what? All divided by 2. Then we have x equals 2 plus or minus. Now 4 plus 24, we're going to have the square root of what? 28, then divided by 2. Now moving on, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to have x will be equals 2 plus or minus. This 28 can be splitted as a 4 multiplied by what? Multiplied by 7, then divided by 2. So we have x to be equals 2 plus or minus, then 2 root what? 2 root 7, then divided by what? 2. Because when you take the square root of 4, we're going to have 2. Then we have x to be equals 2 divided by 2 plus or minus 2 root 7 divided by 2. Because when you have a plus b all over c, right? So this is going to be a over c because they are having common what? Common denominator b over c. So now that is what we did here. All right. So moving on. So you see that these two, this two, we cancel these two. Then we are going to be left with x equals 1 plus or minus, then the square root of what? The square root of 7. Now you see that? Square root of 7. So, and that's the value of x. So we have x1 to be 1 plus root 7, and x2 will be 1 minus what? Root 7. And that is the end of the class. So if you find the class very interesting, so do not hesitate to share to your friends so they can learn from this. And thank you. Bye bye.